in this event, we are going to tell you more about how a beginner can develop AI agent. And just to get started, the AI is coming to our life everywhere, from autonomous driving to smart appliances. And in the software field, lots of software are adding features that are AI enabled. So now the software can, you no longer are limited to just clicking and typing on the software. You can also interact with the machine learning AI features naturally using language or using movement. So who I am? So I am Coach Ken Lin. I am the founder of the Mingdao School and the head coach and CEO of Mingdao School. I have been in the software industry for more than 20 years. And in the past few years, I started this coaching school to help professionals in the software field to grow their career, to explore new job opportunities, and to be more successful in software. So recently, and throughout my coaching experience, I built a small team. Right now, there are like 5 different coaches other than me who are helping us to coach students in software industry. And I have personally coached a few hundred software engineers, managers to be successful in the software field. So recently, I see that as I talked about earlier, the AI-enabled software is on the rise. We can see lots of startups that are bringing AI-enabled software, such as OpenAI, DeepSeek. These two are chatbots. Of course, there are a few other chatbots like Anthropic and Microsoft Copilot. And then Cursor AI, which is a AI-enabled code editor, which has been very popular to improve the productivity of the software developers. And then there are HeyGen, which is a avatar, like digital avatar that you can clone yourself and then make videos, or you can use some actors to make videos for you, digital actors that maybe for advertising, for teaching courses. And then there are a lot of other AI-enabled software that's on the rise and becoming very popular. Usually, what I can see from this trend is many of these smaller companies only have some of them have like one person, or they have small team, because the AI has enabled the productivity to be drastically improved for the software engineers. Now we don't need as much a very large team or very large company to accomplish big projects and big tasks. And one person or small team sometimes would be as capable as large companies in the traditional software industry. And then, of course, in the companies, like I have coached students to interview at different companies, from college graduates to experienced software engineers and engineering managers. Lots of the companies now don't just want traditional full stack software engineers, but they want people to have hands-on experience in software projects, and also like have reasonable machine learning and AI experience building either machine learning infrastructure or AI-enabled features. However, what I see is that schools are quite behind on AI adoption. For example, the middle schools, high schools, elementary school, many of them just disable the chatbots. And then they worry that the students are going to cheat using AI. They just don't really teach the kids on how to leverage AI to improve their productivity, improve their learning, but rather they just disable access to these websites, which makes it difficult for our kids actually when they grow up to be ready for the work that's waiting for them. In many companies, they actually expect the incoming candidates or incoming employees to be able to use AI enabled products to improve their productivity. And sometimes they need you to build features using AI. So I see a gap here that needs to be filled, and I'm just doing my small part to help educate people on how to be more proficient in terms of using the AI tools and using AI to code, and also building AI-enabled features. So yeah, so AI is here. And from this year, like maybe near the end of last year to this year, we are seeing more and more capabilities for the AI-enabled software. So at the very beginning, we see that the AI is mainly limited to chatbot. Of course, there are traditional AI that does prediction and classification and all that. But then in the generative AI, it's mainly chatbot or a bot that can software that can work on text. But now AI is getting more and more capabilities in terms of generating images, generating movies, processing the voice input from users, and processing images, videos, and then some of them can even make phone calls, send SMS messages, check your calendar, help you coordinate with other people, other teammates, or your customers. So with this, we came up, a new term called AI agent, which means that not only the AI can think, but also they can take input from the real world and take actions in the real world to do real things. In addition to just being the brain to help the user, they can now do some real things. All right, so yeah, I am going to, in today's event, we are going to demo a few things that are AI agents. Hopefully that will help you get a sense of how these AI agents work and how to develop them. I am going to put we are going to put some of the demos on the Discord channel. So if you have already installed Discord is a server that helps people to chat with each other. It's very popular among the tech users as well as younger age students. So if you have a Discord client installed on your phone or computer, you can use this QR code on the right to join our Discord channel, so that you can take a look at the AI agents working in real time on the server. So it's all real. It's not pre-recorded, and you can see them working, in front of your eyes. If you have WeChat installed, you can also join us in this group. On the left-hand side, I have a QR code for our WeChat group, and we are planning to teach a course for beginners to learn how to code AI agent. If you're interested in this or interested in other events by Mingdao School, you can scan the QR code on the left-hand side. All right, so this is the QR code for WeChat on the left, and then there's the Discord channel QR code on the right. And I will also copy and paste the Discord channel code into the YouTube live video so that you can click and join it. All right, so let me. Okay, so this is the Discord invitation link, which I have, so I have pasted the Discord invitation link to the YouTube live chat window. If you have that Discord client installed on your computer, you can click on the invitation link and join our Discord server. Okay, so the first demo that I'm going to do today is to have the two large language model. One is DeepSeek, the other is OpenAI. Yeah, we actually can do it with other, large language model as well. The first thing we are going to do is to let them compete with each other using, their intelligence on a chess game. So chess is a very popular ancient game, and we developed a three agents essentially. One agent is the referee, which will track the progress of the game, and then it will have the text prompts for the two other agents to play the chess against each other. Right. So I have this terminal. Let me just stop the program here. So if people want to see the battle of these two bots against each other, you can, once you join this Discord channel, you can click on the this channel chess on the left-hand side. Then you can watch the progress of the game. All right. Okay, so I have started the referee bot. And then for this one, we'll use the DeepSeek as the brain for the first game bot, bot 0. So DeepSeek is a large language model that has been on the news recently, very powerful large language model from China. And we are going to start another game bot using OpenAI, the ChatGPT, essentially ChatGPT as the brain for the second game bot. All right. So it looks like from text prompt that all of them are ready and connected to the server. So on the server, here is our server. We are going to start. So it was I was in the middle of testing these chess players. So let's restart the game. So let me type hello. With this, I just want to confirm that all the bots are running. We can see that the chessbot 2 and chessbot 1 both are running. One says I'm using DeepSeek, the other one says I'm using OpenAI, and then the referee is also ready. The reason that we are seeing like middle of the game kind of bored that there's some progress is because I was testing them. So we can stop the previous game and then we can start a new game here. Okay, so in the new game, after I click the start button, the referee just said, ask all the bots, are you ready to play a new game? And then the chessbot 1 and 2 said, I am chessbot 1 ready to play, chessbot 2 ready to play. So now we can let them play against each other. Okay, so I click continue. Then it probably decided, yeah, let's kind of look at the flow a little bit. So the referee decided to let the DeepSeek to start the game first. And then the DeepSeek started its move. And then now it's the chessbot 2, which is OpenAI, and it tried to start the usual opening moves of the chess. And how they communicate with each other, there's no secret tunnel, but they are all communicating. They are all communicating with each other using the text, using text on this channel, on this hashtag chess channel. So essentially, you can see all the communication in the chat. You can scroll back and see what the referee says, and then you can also see what the players, what they think. So we can go back a little bit. Yeah, so this is what the referee says. Okay, so essentially it represented the game board as a text matrix, and then it tried to remind the player, like, you are white, and then here are your, here is the rule of the game, and then here are your legal moves. And then they ask, it essentially asks the players to make the next move, and then the player will ask either OpenAI or DeepSeek to suggest the next move, and everything is based on text. And it also, if you can see I think this one is DeepSeek. Oh, let me see. Yeah, this may be OpenAI. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So DeepSeek usually has a very big the thinking window. Like it has this think process before it makes its own move, and then try to analyze all the positions and try to reason with itself where to move. And then it try to sort of compare, like, what are the positions, which one is better, and then it just debate with itself, and then eventually it decided to make a move. And then this, the next one is I think the OpenAI. OpenAI tends to have kind of shorter thinking window, and it kind of have a brief thought and how to move its piece. But the final result is the same. Like, I do this, right? So the referee will just make the move for them on the board. So if we keep on going, we can see. So when I tested this, it turned out, so at the beginning, the openings are kind of reasonable because they are probably well known on the internet, like how to open the chess match. However, beyond the step 2 or 3, it start to make moves that kind of brave, but they are not the most ideal moves, and they probably need a lot of improvement in terms of how to think through the strategy. So now you can see the step where the king actually overtook the queen from the white side. When the queen goes so close to the king, it's actually a very dangerous move. So this actually shows that there is these two large language models are primarily good at solving language-based problems. However, they are not really used to solving at least chess problems or anything that probably requires like geometric thinking or comparing the positions and making strategies using like this two-dimensional world. Yeah. So that is so it will keep on going. This game will keep on going, and what you can see is there is a lot of room for improvement, I would say. If we just use simply pass the game board to either of these two large language model, they are going to make moves, and they are going to be most of them will be valid moves, but they are not very good moves. As you can see, like the white sends the bishop very close to a pawn here, so it's really, some of moves don't really make sense. So we can. So this is the live demo for playing chess. Just due to time, we don't have time to wait for all of them to finish, but we can keep this one going. They will just play in the background. So and then we can probably come back later, or if you're interested, you can just join our Discord server and then watch this in the chess channel. They were just gonna play all night with each other until one of them wins. But as you can see, they don't make very good moves. And if we really want to do it for real, to play chess game or play any kind of strategy game that require thinking on the using geometry or the map, we probably need to make a lot more improvement in terms of the algorithm to handle these games. All right, so let's do our next demo. Yeah, so our next demo, we are going to, since I like to sort of fill in the gap for teaching beginners to code AI agents, to code AI-enabled applications and code AI agents. Today I will ask JC, who is a local high school student, to help us code chatbot and a couple chatbots and show what the process roughly looks like when a beginner codes a chatbot. Yeah, so I have coded for like 30 years, but JC has very little experience. So today he's going to show us how to code a chatbot, like how a beginner can code a chatbot. All right, so JC, are you ready?
Yes, all right, thank you. I will now begin to share my screen. And there's a few things I'll go over today. Firstly, with the first demo, to build a chatbot, I will show you how to use the Cursor's code editor, which Ken mentioned earlier. I'll show you how to prepare a few requirements for the bot, and I'll show you how to have the AI generate some code for us. And in the end, I'll show you how the program runs as a final product. So here I have the Cursor's AI IDE, which has a few most obvious features. On the left, you can see the file explorer. In the middle, you can see an open file. And on the right, you see an AI composer. While these first two sections are pretty common, this last one is the specialty of Cursor's AI. It's a powerful AI, Claude, I believe, Claude 30.5 Sonnet, which can help the programmer program anything. Here, I've prepared a list of requirements for the AI to read off of. Firstly, we want it to be able to, we're currently creating a chatbot, so we want it to be able to process and respond to user input via the command line. We want it to be able to support natural language with people directly being able to talk to it in English. We want it to use the OpenAI API key, which I've pre-loaded and stored here. And we wanted to build the entire chatbot in this folder while creating a main.py so that main.py file so that we can run it. I've given it an example call for the OpenAI API so that it's the updated version and it runs correctly. On the right, I'll start a new chat and give it the context of the requirements so that it can read it. This means that it'll be reading off this file when I ask it to create a chatbot. Now I'll ask it simply to create a chat bot based on these requirements. This requirements file is necessary because oftentimes if you ask it to create a chatbot just based off a sentence or two, it'll fail because it doesn't have the detail necessary and then there'll be random bugs appearing inside. As you can see, it's created a main.py file and written an entire system in order to be able to run it. Here, I'll press accept all in order to accept these changes. These changes have now been implemented. Now I'll switch to Windows PowerShell, which I use on Windows, and enter the dictionary for this file. As you can see, there's a main.py file here as well, which I'll proceed to run.
Yeah. JC, will you be able to increase the font a little bit since it's a
Yes, I can do that. Great.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you.
Okay. As you can see, it's created an AI chatbot, which should have uplink to OpenAI and their ChatGPT. As you can see, the AI can respond and communicate with the user. I can ask it some simple questions like, hello, what's the purpose of life? And it'll be able to respond just because it's connected to ChatGPT 3.5, a relatively recent edition. As a second demonstration, I'll show you how to I've created an AI agent for weather using the same system, which allows it to link to the Open Weather Maps API. It's a pretty simple addition on top of this, although I've already done it beforehand so that you can just see the result. It's stored in this demo traveler directory, which has a main file with a ChatGPT and a API connection to Open Weather Map, as you can see here. I've preloaded an API key for this as well, which allows it to directly communicate with the Open Weather Map API to get the weather of anywhere on Earth. I thought, so we go to the demo traveler directory and then run the main file. This chatbot is just a slight improvement to this original one through the AI, allowing it to answer weather queries as well as regular ones. A simple question I'll ask first is just what's the meaning of your existence? As you can see, it's connected directly to ChatGPT as well. And then I can also ask it, what's the weather in San Francisco? As you can see, it's also directly connected to Open Weather Maps API, showing the degrees, the weather, and the humidity. If you guys have any suggestions for what cities you want me to input, you can send them in the Discord.
Yeah, so yeah, either the Discord or the YouTube live channel. If you liked JC to test the city, a different city, you can type that into the chat window on YouTube Live or on Discord. But otherwise, we can continue with testing a few cities.
Any suggestions, Ken?
Let me see if there's anyone who goes to. Okay, there are a few people who enter our. So far the audience did not ask any questions yet or suggested a city. So maybe we can try just the usual Paris, London, Oregon, and the Portland, Oregon, or something. Yeah.
Here's all these.
All right, great. Yeah, so there is a audience asking the question on YouTube Live that there were some videos for or web-based ads that we can create AI agent using drag and drop diagrams to create AI using essentially just diagramming the workflow of the agents. So this will not be. I have used some of these tools. They are good for automating workflows. For example, you can get, let's say you want to create a new Facebook post, right, or a new LinkedIn post every day. Then you can define a workflow. The first step is get the text from the different news websites. The second step is to call OpenAI to summarize the news, and then the third step is to post it on Facebook and LinkedIn. We will not demo this today, and if people are interested, we could try to do that next time. We will probably have a few similar events as this one. Yeah, so our focus today is more for coding the AI agents ourselves using the AI-enabled code editors. But yes, I'm aware of these user interface that can help you build automated workflows.
There's a question in the Discord. What's the cursor code IDE versus code? The primary difference between Cursor's IDE versus, for example, Visual Studio Code is this inbuilt AI functionality, which allows the AI direct access to changing any file in your entire file system. Although the Cursor's IDE itself is based off of Visual Studio Code and actually has many of the similar features and functionality, the biggest difference is just these two AI integrations, which allow it to speed up coding by quite a bit, especially for basic and slightly more advanced coding things.
Right. And then there is a audience question. Did you use any frameworks for building the agents?
For these agents, I did use a little bit of framework, for example, through OpenAI's API and through Python. However, most of it is done by the AI itself, with my only assistance coming from the requirements along with this API call, since the AI isn't always up to date.
Yeah. So I think the audience may be referring to frameworks, programming frameworks such as LangChain, LangChain, and Crew. No, we have not used these frameworks. Yeah. So if we have certain work that required, the using these frameworks, we can, do those demos later. But for our demos for today, either the chatbot or the weather bot, we just use the Cursor AI to describe the requirements, and then the Cursor AI just figure out how to write the code for us. No, so we have not used these LLM programming frameworks for our demos.
However, in the future, it's likely that we can directly integrate these by inserting them into the requirements and allowing the AI to use them, as I'd expect them to understand and be able to integrate it.
Yes. All right. So JC, are you good with your demo?
Yes, thank you, Ken.
All right. All right. Thank you, JC. So let me share my screen. I have one more demo to go. Okay, so here is my screen. Yeah. So so as you can see from JC's demo, it is with the Cursor AI editor. It is easier these days to build an AI agent comparing to manually code them. So what I found out, or what we found out during this development of AI-enabled apps or features, we found that the way that we write this code is somewhat similar to how a software engineering team works, by first defining the requirements, and then in some cases we can write the design doc, and then from design doc we go to the code. There are a lot of claims on the web or on YouTube videos or TikTok videos, right? This app makes $1 million, and you can code it with a single line of prompt. So that is a kind of dream that is actually, in reality, it's quite difficult to build a complete application using a single sentence as a prompt, and then just let the AI figure out the rest. It sounds good, but in practice, it has big problem. The reason is it is very difficult to describe clearly what you want to build within a single sentence, right? So if you want to build a shopping bot, right? So then what are the constraints? Do you want to get it from Amazon? Do you want to get it from eBay? Are you in the United States? Are you in China? Are you in other countries? So in a single sentence, it's actually not possible to fully describe the requirement to the AI, whatever powerful AI you use. It's the limitation is not on the AI side, but it's on the human side. Like we just cannot describe the full requirement in a single sentence. We are not built to be that abstract, that concise. Just summarize everything in a single sentence. So in reality, what we found helpful to how to build the AI-enabled application or any application using the Cursor AI editor or some other AI editors is to follow the engineering process of a regular software development team, to first briefly tell what you want the AI to build, and then iterate with AI. So AI will expand your one sentence into a longer document. And it will think, okay, typically it will be built like that, right? And then you will iterate on the document and you can modify the requirement and say, okay, here is what I really want. It's not what you describe exactly, but then you modify the document. And then you go through the requirement phase. You go for complex projects, you can go through the technical design phase with another document or multiple documents. And then from the design phase, you can go to the coding phase, ask the AI to generate the code based on the design. And then you still need to fix the code. Sometimes when they generate the code, it's still not exactly what you want, right? So even the design, essentially every level is an abstraction. It does not fully describe what you want, but it's kind of pointing to the right direction. So every step, we will need to talk to the AI to give it some input or go back and forth, and then kind of gradually from big direction, we narrow down to the exact code that we want to do. So that is something that usually the large teams in big companies will do that, or just software engineering teams. But it's kind of difficult, to just describe that on a TikTok video, right? With 1 minute, like how do you describe AI is powerful? You just say, oh, there's a million, there's an app that is getting $1 million a year, and you just need a single sentence to build it. But in reality, to really build it, you need more process. JC demoed today, like how to convert, from the requirement into the code, and then we can run the code. So essentially, the other process that usually a large team of software developers would use is to start from some basic version of the software with basic features, and then gradually along different releases, they will add more and more features into the app, and then eventually becomes kind of full-fledged, very powerful app. But at the beginning, usually we would iterate from a simple baseline app, and then gradually add more features. So what you can see is JC already did part of that. Initially have a very simple chatbot that doesn't have much capability other than just text-based chat, to a weather weather agent, right? To call the API to get the weather for different cities. And then after that, we could add more capabilities to build an AI travel agent, right? So in addition to just getting the weather, maybe it can get more recommendation, provide more recommendation on where to go when you want to visit the city. And then eventually you can see this getting into a full-blown automated travel agent app, where you can plan the trip for you, suggest what you can buy, and then buy the ticket for you, buy the necessary things that you need to bring to the trip, and then print out the map. So you can imagine that this can eventually become a full-fledged application. So I would demonstrate the next step beyond what JC built in terms of building a travel agent. So now let me start my travel agent bot, which has similar ideas as what JC built, but built on top of that. It can interact with Discord, have a nicer chat user interface, and then it can also, in addition to checking the weather, it can make some travel recommendations for going to that city. So again, this one is a Discord bot. If you are on Discord, on our Discord server, the code is in the chat window on the on YouTube, and you can go to this channel on my on our server, Mingdao AI Apps server, this travel channel, and the Discord, my bot will start. So yeah, it has just let me just restart so that you can kind of see that it's real. It's not smoking mirror. So let's start hello, right? So this one. Oh, I have two bots running. Let me terminate this bot as well. Okay, so let me try. Okay, so now the room is clear. This channel is clear. There's no bot on this channel, and then we can start the travel bot. Okay, so if you're on this channel, you can see the travel bot logged into the channel, and then it reported like the local time of different cities, and then it says it can provide travel tips and current weather information. So let's see. Tell me more about Seattle, right? The beautiful city on the northwest of United States, Seattle, world famous city, and see what it can provide to us. Oh, error processing. Okay, 1 second. Okay, fewer in length. Oh, this okay. So sometimes the Discord actually throttle our output. The AI suggested a very long a long recommendation for Seattle, but the Discord cannot take it. Let me try our luck again. Let's say just Beijing. Help me. Oh, Beijing. Yeah. Okay. So this time we are more successful. Okay. So uh, uh, you can see that the travel agent responded that Beijing, incredible destination packed with history and culture, and then it has this places where you can visit if you visit Beijing, and then the place what to eat and the best time to visit, etc. And it also had JC's feature to look up the weather for Beijing, China, and it even has this feature to generate a AI image about the weather. It's like the overcast cloud, so you can see a little bit cloudy on this, and then the background is actually based on Beijing. So like a building in Beijing. So let's see if we can do something for London, right? So about London. So I hope this time it gets through. Sometimes when the AI provides very long answer, it may not work. So okay, so now we have another recommendation for London, which is the places to visit, different British Museum, Tower of London, cuisine, place to visit, and then right now it's really cold in London and it has haze, and then it sort of painted this picture. Now, of course, we can improve this picture in the future, but it kind of you kind of get the idea. Okay, it actually says London, and then it has these the Big Ben clock from London, and it has some London kind of architecture, and also the weather. So what you can see is we could, if you just stretch your imagination, if we really want to build a full-featured AI travel agent, we could build it. Like we just essentially get more features into this app, and then print the maps and buy the plane tickets. We could gradually build up from a simple AI agent to a full-fledged application. Yeah. So that is the demo, and let's go back to the presentation. Let's see what the presentation is. All right. Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming. Since you are still here, let me tell you more about a course that we are planning for a few weeks from now for beginners to learn how to code AI agent. It's really meant for the college students, high school students, or people who just enter the software field and kind of beginner developers. We will try to keep it simple to provide some basics and some exercise and some lectures for beginners to learn how to build a simple AI agent. And yes, so I talk about the target audience, and then we will have like 5 evenings to cover. By the end of this course, hopefully, all the students will have their own AI agents that they can code using the AI editor. So starting from basics of so every evening we are going to have 1 hour of lesson, and then a second hour is kind of optional hands-on coding. We can answer any question. We can make ourselves available if you run into any problems. We can answer the questions, try to troubleshoot. So 1 hour lesson plus 1 hour optional hands-on training. At the beginning, we're going to start with just building a basic chatbot, connecting them to Discord, and using that as the basis for our other features. And then we can add we can still iterate on the outline. So for now, we can say like how to call the APIs from the chatbot. As JC has demonstrated how to call the weather API, we can call the stock API, we can call other APIs. And then we can, beyond that, we can see how the chatbot can generate images. You have seen in our previous demo that we generated images as a travel agent for the city and the weather. And in fact, you see these slides today, they are all generated by AI. So just a Python script that we developed, and they generate very beautiful posters. So we'll help you, call the API to generate the best poster that you have. And then after that, we can see some of the issues that you may run into when you really run this chatbot for real. How to fight spams. People may send requests to this chatbot very quickly, or they may send offensive content, and how to keep it safe, make it family friendly, and also make your cost in control in case somebody send a lot of requests to your bot. And then hopefully we can have a final project that each student can present what they have designed and built during the course. Yeah, so this one is really for beginners. And then we have some optional offline materials, how to work in a team, to use source control and collaborate with others, how to get information from the web. If it's not available from API, can you just launch the web browser and get the information from the web page? So for people who are more advanced, that they want to study more than just the basic outline of the course, we can provide additional material for them to learn. Yeah, so the first cohort will start a few weeks from now, about 3 weeks, from Saturday, March 22nd, and then we will have 5 Saturdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. To have our lessons. And love to have you join, and we can all learn this together, how to build AI agent using the AI code editor and other AI libraries. All right. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, so this one is our link to the WeChat group. And then this is the Discord channel. You can find us on either of these 2 places. We can actually let people join our Zoom meeting if you need to ask any questions. Let me try to find the link. Okay. So I will send so I have sent the Zoom link to the chat window of YouTube. If you'd like to join our meeting and ask any questions, feel free. You can also type in any questions you may have, any thoughts, any suggestions in the chat window as well. Yeah, so feel free to join. Okay. So I am here. We can actually go back to our chat channel. I think these chatbots are just battling each other to no end until, of course, until the game is won by one of the chatbots. As you can see, it actually there are lots and lots of messages already. Okay, so there is one that the DeepSeek actually made a mistake. So the game was paused. It made a move that is not valid. It doesn't. Yeah. So usually the move is represented by the coordinate of the from location to destination location. But in this case, it made a invalid format. So if we want to retry, we can actually retry. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we can continue here. So the last move was this moving the knight. Yeah. Okay, retry move. Okay, so it looks like DeepSeek has some problem processing. Oh, I think it's the reason is that there's some issue with the referee. Okay, so we can actually just take a look at the current position of the game and see who is kind of winning here. The white is I think it actually castled it swapped this rook with the king. So and then on the black side, where's the king? Okay, the king is here. It's not a very well protected position. So it looks like from this game, even though all the moves are bad, many of the moves are bad. The OpenAI is winning this game for now. Until we, of course, improve our game engine to do better. All right, so let's see if. Yeah, so there is an audience that just joined. Yeah, so Smarty, do you want to do you have any questions you would like to ask? Yeah, thank you for joining. Okay, and we can actually just try while we're waiting for audience questions. We can try more of weather queries. More about okay, what would be a good place to say Guilin. Yeah, let me. So it's analyzing the weather for Guilin. Let me actually find back the QR code. Yeah, so let me show the QR code here. Yeah, so if you like to join us, so this is the QR code for our WeChat group, and then this is the QR code for our Discord channel. Okay, so yeah, you can see try to paint a picture of Guilin. It's kind of nice with this outline of the mountain that are typical for like a Guilin picture with a river. Okay, let me see if anyone has questions. Oh, I think it ran into a very large recommendation again. Yeah. So if we need to do a real product, then probably we will clean up some of these interactions, some of these errors. But as of now, Paris, France has clear sky, and you can see it paints this Eiffel Tower in the picture. All right. Okay, so it looks like someone is typing something. Okay, yeah, so thanks everyone for joining today. It looks like how to join the discussion group. Moriarty's request is also processed by the bot. So the discussion group, so for now, maybe just the WeChat group and the Discord channel for now. So if people have these two clients, we can talk with you later. And then if you like to send us an email, if you don't have Discord or don't have the WeChat, you can send me an email like Mingdao School at gmail.com, and we'll be happy to add you to future courses or discussion groups. So let me type my email into the chat window. Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, you can use this email to contact us. Yeah. So it looks like a few of our friends are trying to test the weather bot and using different cities. Yeah. So this travel bot can actually respond to any users on this travel channel. All right. So we will have, as I mentioned, the upcoming course in a few weeks. You're welcome to join us, and then we will send out the link to join this course. And then for us, we coach software engineers and engineering managers to be successful in the software field. We also coach computer science students to get internship or get jobs. So if you want to connect with us, feel free to do that using email, WeChat, Discord, and we have other events coming up. Yeah, so in addition to this course for beginners, we will have a course for professionals to learn about retrieval RAG, retrieval augmented generation, in about a month as well, and that course is for professionals, so who are already in the software field. We are going to host more events like this one for beginners, as well as events for professionals. So stay tuned. You are welcome. All of our events are free to join, and you're welcome to join our future events. So on YouTube, if you have not subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to the channel and you get more notifications if we have more. We schedule more events in the future. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining today's event. Thank you for spending your hour with us, and I will see you in my next event or next video. All right. Thank you. Have a good night. You can continue if you like. You can continue to play on our Discord. I will keep the bots running for a while. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later. See you in our next event. Oh yeah, so there's an audience that said he or she send me a private message. Yeah, so I will try to respond. All right. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming.